なんか変形はい。変形したメーターを取り替えるには、それつけないために、それをつけてる。それをそのまま外す。ハンドルを手で開けます。メーターはそうやって外します。これはこうなってます。はい。これはテープを剥がします。これはこう変形したものを新しい。これ同じ口ありましたので、これを交換。も同じ。それは進みます。交換後のテストですね。OK。
You'd be dead. Also, I mentioned coming from New York, and I went to school in New York. You from New York?
固定してない。これか、これってその過程は大変と聞いて、こっちがこっちのテンションを調整をちゃんと持たせた。
Then the 11th grade was a little different. 11th grade we had to get more serious. They made us take those aptitude tests for guidance purposes, those computerized ones with the little boxes. And they made you use that magic pencil, that number 2 that only the computer could read. And they would tell us, if you have to erase, you better erase this good. You better, man, because if you got a smudge mark on there, or you drop a cootie on it, computer's gonna read it. And then at the beginning of every section all by itself on one page, we had the sample questions. The samples were always really, they were never like the regular ones. To get the word analogy, the sample would be like up is to down, as in is to what. Then you turn the page, get to the first real one, and you see 6 words from another solar system. Look, our nepotism is, the despotism is. Hey, teach, what happened up with the down in the out? Let me show you 4 pictures and ask you which one doesn't belong with the other 3. Let me show you a hammer, a pliers, a screwdriver, and a carrot. That was one kind of test. Then the 11th grade was a little different. 11th grade we had to get more serious. They made us take those aptitude tests for guidance purposes, those computerized ones with the little box. And they made you use that magic pencil, that number 2 that only the computer could read.
固定するところはネチと固定金具の端のところにつけます。このことです。カウンタープレート、このステップを変形します。それはカウンターにして外してここにつけてあったの。それを高くしてここにつけたの。これは火にしやすいし、手の扱いやすいということです。
On one page, we had the sample questions. The samples were always real easy. They were never like the regular ones. You get the word analogy, the sample would be like up is to down, as in is to what. Then you turn the page, get to the first real one, and you see 6 words from another solar system. what that nepotism is, the depotism is. Hey, teach, what happened up and down in the out? Then they show you 4 pictures and ask you which one doesn't belong with the other 3. They show you a hammer, a pliers, a screwdriver, and a carrot. Yeah.
I see one of the founding fathers running out every time it rains with his kite. You ever thought of maybe a yo-yo, something like that? So maybe do walk the dog around the horn? It wouldn't knock you down, huh? Apparently that's very important to you, is it, Ben? It knocks you down. How about the dreams, Ben? You've been marking them down? Same dream? You, walking down the street, you see a $100 bill and you pick it up and your face is on it. Washington has the same dream, only his face is on the $1 bill. George has my number, does he, Ben? Yeah, you want to give it to him? Ben, you're mumbling again. I couldn't hear. Neither a borrower nor lender be, for thy purse is Ben. Yeah, I think we can get a lot more done if you could drop the homilies during this session. You're thinking of coming out with a book on them. Yeah, that should sell like hotcakes, Ben. It sure should. You stumbled on a new invention today. What was that, Ben? You're out flying the kite in a thunderstorm. You're wearing your bifocals, and the lightning struck. What do you call that, Ben? Contact lenses.
I don't believe this. Just a second. Do you realize how many polyesters had to die to make this? I'm a honky. But you know, I'm also a wild and crazy guy. In fact, many people come to me and they say, hey, what kind of girl is it you want? Well, I just want to meet a girl with a head on her shoulders. I hate necks. I like them like this. Hey, I can see you're the girl for me. Okay, kids. You know, a lot of people come to me and they ask me, they say, hey, is that your real name, Steve Martin, or did you change it for show business? And now I'm not ashamed to admit it. I have changed my name, and there's a reason for that. My real name is... See, my parents had a sense of humor. My sister's name was Hill. So, my mother would go out to call us for dinner, and she'd go, Hill. So we had to move around a lot, and here I am. Okay, that's...
all right. It's much too much Americana. No, I love doing this show. This show gets a tremendous response. It's amazing. I was on about a month and a half ago, and I mentioned now, just in passing, that I had never gone out with an airline stewardess or a Playboy bunny. And I don't believe the response I got. I got like over 200 letters from guys who said they never been out in one either. Something else. And I don't know, man, it's something else. They tell you when you're in showbiz, because I'm in showbiz. They tell you when you're in showbiz, you're supposed to have a lot of women, you know? A lot of feminine pulchritude, a lot of conglobulations of femininity hanging on to your body in congruentness. Here I am, an ebony genius, a bronze god, troglodyte phenom, and I ain't got nothing. I read in the paper the other day, says there are 5 women in this country for every 1 male, and somebody got my 5. Something else, I don't know. What it is that women always have great excuses with me, you know? Women always say to me, Jim, I never sleep with a guy on the first date. I always say, how about a little nap? Nothing too heavy, I don't know what it is. And women have great excuses with guys, too. Women, you know what women do? They have a great defense, better than jiu-jitsu, better than karate, and they do it with a smile on their face and warmth in their heart. And they look you right in the eye and give you the wrong tell.
Why not?
Well, it was her father's birthday, and I had a big party for him. And everybody brought him a gift except me.
Why didn't you bring him a gift?
I couldn't find anybody to wrap up a saloon. Because her father drinks.
Look, now that you have these responsibilities,
You laugh when you play.
Look, now that you have these new responsibilities, you may have to make up with her. You know, take her out, buy her a drink. She does drink, doesn't she?
Drink? Let me put it this way. She saw Batman 2 years before he was on TV.
And I take it she's a heavy drinker.
No, as a matter of fact, she's a light drinker. Every night she drinks till he gets light.
All right, now, let's forget it. Look, as soon as she's well enough, take her out to dinner.
No, that's out. Because every time we go to a restaurant, she embarrasses me.
How?
Well, all she eats is spinach. Took her out one night to a restaurant, a nice restaurant. She ate 7 plates of spinach.
Well, why did she do that?
She says it gives her iron. Well, as soon as I brought the check, she belched and nailed the waiter right to the floor.
Well, you know, you're gonna...
Let me put it this way. She saw Batman 2 years before he was on TV.
And I take it she's a heavy drinker.
No, as a matter of fact, she's a light drinker. Every night she drinks till he gets light.
All right, now, let's forget it. Now, look, as soon as she's well enough, take her out to...
You just took her out to a nice cocktail lounge
with some soft lights, maybe a little musical group that she can dance to.
Not her. She likes all that loud rock and roll music. I like soft, pretty music.
I see.
See, I'm a collector of albums. Some great show. I got some of the greatest albums on shows ever written.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got albums from shows like South Pacific, Oklahoma, My Fair Lady, Funny Girl.
Hair?
Hmm?
Do you have hair on an album?
No, but I got a little fuzz on my needle.
By the way, I never asked how you met your wife.
Oh, I met her years ago during the Olympics.
The Olympics?
You see, she's an Italian girl, and she represented Italy on the Olympic swimming team. Oh, she's a hell of a swimmer.
How did she become such a great swimmer?
Well, she used to be a call girl in Venice.
Then I take it she's a great athlete.
Oh, yeah, great athlete. Would you believe it that even until today, my wife goes swimming every day of her life?
You're kidding.
She and a bunch of other broads just like her. They go out here to a little... swim.
Well, they have a little place all their own.
Yeah.
Huh? What do they call it?
The Bay of Pigs. Would you get out of here? You're bothering me all the time.
They go a long time. Tonight's the first game of the World Series. I love it. They're all sports. I'm a baseball, football, and I love interviews. After the playoffs, they had interviews, and the World Series, the winners, people, Johnny was talking about the emotions. It's wonderful. People, they go crazy. They're so happy.
We won it because that boy, he's a great ball player. That boy, he's a thinking ball player. You tell that boy something, he's one step ahead of you. He's a homosexual. Whoop.
You know, we almost had the first World Series in Kansas City. Would have been a World Series first. Firsts are always interesting in sports. We recently had the first black manager in baseball. I'm still looking for the first Jewish duck hunter. Because you know, duck hunters generally going, hey, lamb. Oh, that Miller got a mallet, didn't he? Who the hell's that stranger over there? Who's that stranger over there in the brush?
Oh, that's you, duck hunter. Well, what's going on, boys? What are you using, 22s? How's the vintage?
Different sounds. I love sounds, different sounds. You like sounds? Sounds, I love sounds, you know? The sound of the Carter administration kills me. It does. I mean, Griffin Bell, the Attorney General of the United States, is my favorite. I still haven't understood. I have not understood one sentence the man has uttered yet.
Yeah, the First Amendment gonna wait and fine for you.
Thank you. I miss the sound of Henry Kissinger. Henry Hank. He's working. He's been touring with the Harlem Globetrotters. A lot of people know. No, actually, if you remember, when he was in the government, he was actually made an honorary Harlem Globetrotter. Wouldn't it be wild if he was actually playing with the Globe? Can you see him dribbling on the court? Can you see him in the locker room with a towel sweating after the game? Why don't you pass me the ball, Meadowlark? Quick impression, Steve Allen. This is a weird job. You come out here, it's very strange. Stand-up comedy is weird. I watch a lot. There's all kinds of comics. You watch guys doing jokes and impressions, and there's a Rickles type. And I saw a guy one night dealing with the audience. He was playing with the audience. He looked out into the audience, and he saw this couple. He went, oh, two Orientals together. Because usually the guys on the coast, he's used to seeing mixed couples. So afterward, I said, that's very funny, but how would you like it if the same thing happened to you? What if you were in Tokyo with a girl, and you were in a nightclub, and there was a comic on stage, and he looked out at you, and he went, ah ha ha, a white couple. To a white, yeah,